Peter Obi is the only hope for Nigeria, says Dele Farotimi. Hey guys, this is still DJM TV Daily News Update. A lawyer and a political analyst, Dele Farotimi, has disclosed that the candidacy of Mr. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has given hope to the Nigerian youth, and it is the only hope for Nigeria as it stands. Dele Farotimi, who spoke in a video about to watch, also warned the Nigerian leaders of the anarchy if the 2023 general election is being manipulated, stressing that the only option for Nigeria is the candidacy of Peter Obi, and it has energized the youth, and if that hope is truncated, there could be reasons to be worried about the forthcoming election. In his words, he said, Nigeria has become a hopeless state over the past 7 years. The youth are completely hopeless. Buhari's administration has sapped all the energy and hope of the Nigerian people. We are not going to run away, but we have to be given hope in one form or another. And the only candidate that has energized the youth and given them hope in this season is Mr. Peter Obi. If that hope is dashed out, if the Nigerian state contrive to take away that, because this hope appears to be the only reason that Nigerian youth wakes up in the morning with hope in their heart. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
Our rulers have destroyed practically everything that used to be good about Nigeria. Their doctors are abroad. Their children's schools are abroad. Some of them sees their dentists abroad, so there shouldn't be any surprise in having them junket outside Nigeria every time they are seeking solutions, quote and unquote. These are people who might live in Nigeria, but their homes are actually not in Nigeria. Their homes are either in the south of France, on the Potomac, anywhere but in Nigeria, because they've made Nigeria practically unbearable and unlivable. I believe we are the only oil-producing country in the world that is going through the current economic hardship that we are experiencing in Nigeria. And that is not by accident. The people themselves have not managed to connect the issue to the point where they now begin to demand answers. Sri Lankans don't have two heads, but they understand the issue, they are connected to the issues plaguing them, and they have sought to find solutions to their problems by holding their rulers accountable. We don't hold our rulers accountable, and that is why they ride roughshod all over us, because we do not connect the cause and the effect. The elections are coming. If the Nigerian people will take the time to look at what ails them and then objectively look to those who might resolve their problems, then perhaps these issues will become a little less disconnected as they are. But as long as the Nigerian people continue to wait for those who are the ones afflicting them to be the ones to resolve their problems, we'll continue on this long journey to nowhere. Due course, some of us will pick sides. We'll come out in the open, and our position will not be governed by the person's religion. We will not be swayed by anything outside of the issues that afflict all of us. But insofar as these people sit down and arrogate to themselves the right to determine the direction of Nigeria without due consultation with the Nigerian people, the people themselves ought to wake up and begin to understand that they are the lowest indices. The NBA did not do well. I am of the opinion that if you have decided that you are opening up the space for presidential candidates and even their surrogates, such as Shatima, to come and speak at the conference, it should have gone the whole way. There is no basis, for instance, for the non-invitation of Omoyele Sowore. And then another thing that you have to look at is this. Your readiness to listen to all shades of opinion tells us just how impartial you are. But to close the door to a candidate and then begin to select others, if they had even invited only Atiku, Tinubu, and Obi, I might have understood that position, that maybe they are looking at the three leading candidates, but they invited the SDP gentleman Why should it now be beyond the pale to invite Dele Farotimi to that place? Beyond the non-invitation of Dele, I really see nothing to comment on in relation to the invitation of all these presidential aspirants. I should be supporting Dele Farotimi. But there is an issue that I believe needs to be addressed. Nigeria claims to be a federation, and one of the foundation of that federation is federal character. That federal character didn't come recently. It's something that has been in our constitution as far back as 1954. Going by that, as far as I'm concerned, I cannot look beyond an Igbo candidate in this race, and thanks to God, there is an eminently qualified Igbo candidate in this race, and that is the person I will be supporting. I am excited about the coming election. I'm excited by the energy of the youth who have been given hope by Peter Obi's ambition, or shall I say, his candidacy. Nigeria had become a hopeless place over the last 7 years, completely shorn of hope. The Buhari presidency has sucked up all the energy, all the hopes of the Nigerian people, and not everybody is going to be able to escape Nigeria. Not everyone is going to be able to run. If we are not going to run away and we are not to descend into violence, we would have to be given hope in one form or the other. And the only candidate that has energized the youth and given them hope in this season is Peter Obi. If that hope is dashed, if the Nigerian state contrives to take away what appears to be the only reason that the Nigerian youth wakes up in the morning with hope in his heart, then there will be reasons to be afraid. There will be several reasons to fear, because hope denied provokes violence. Nigeria is already violent enough as it is, but to now take away the hope that there might be some change at the end of this process, that is to be feared. I am not sure that Nigeria is prepared for what is likely to happen if the people's votes are stolen or if their will is discounted. Let us be clear. NSAS was essentially a protest of the hopeless. The only thing that appears to have energized the same people who were largely involved in that struggle is the candidacy of Peter Obi. They've been silenced in terms of noise making and we are fighting. No, everybody is facing the election. You will see a bit of exuberance that has been mistaken in some quarters for the obedient movement being combative, but that is because they've been rendered hopeless. This is the only thing they are holding on to. So for me, it's going to be an interesting time. The coming 5-6 months will be very, very interesting, but the only thing to be feared is anyone who is thinking that they might be able, at one level or the other, to truncate the hope of the Nigerian people.
Welcome back, guys. So here we have it. We've heard from Dele Farotimi, who has said that Nigeria only hope is Peter Obi. He also said that he will be supporting no other person in the coming election than the man Peter Obi, because he's the only one fit to give Nigeria the hope they desire. He said Nigerian people can't hold their leaders accountable. That is why they've gone through what they've been going through all these years. And Nigeria has become a hopeless place in the last 7 years under the Buhari regime. So guys, what are your thoughts in comment? This is not the first person saying that Nigeria has become a place of hopelessness, and only Peter Obi is the hope of Nigeria. So guys, what are your thoughts in comment? Do you believe that Peter Obi is the only hope for Nigeria according to what Dele Farotimi has just said, or do you think that there are other hope, or there are other people who give hope to the Nigerian youth than Peter Obi? Share your thoughts and comment with us in the comment section below.
DJ TV. Fulani people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJM TV.
DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV.
Some of the delegates and ask them questions.
DJM TV. DJ TV.